Hey everybody, this is Abhay, and in this video we are going to solve a LeetCode problem called longest common prefix. In this question it is given that write a function to find longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. If there is no common prefix, then simply return this. Okay, so the question is, we will be given an array of strings. Here is that array, and we have to return the longest common prefix. Here in this case it is fl because as you can see we have flower, flow and flight. So fl is common among all the elements of this array. Similarly, we have dog, race car and car. So here we have we don't have any common prefix because dog starts from D, race car from R and car from C. So there is no common prefix, so simply we will simply return this. So this is our problem. Let's see how we are going to solve this. So here is our array of strings. We have flower, flow and flight. So we will be using two nested loops to solve this problem. One loop, let's say, have variable I initially at 0, and the nested loops for I will have variable 0 also starts from 0, right? Now we have I will keeps track on the current character that we are on. So for example, if I is 0, that means we are at 0th character among all the elements of array, or we are at 0th position of the string. So 0th position is f, here also f and here also f. So when I is 0, we will check for j 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then so on, depending upon the length of the array. So when I is 0, that means the first character. In that case, let's say check for j0. And what j represent the current string. For example, when j is 0, that means we are at this element, which is flower. And when j is 1, we are at flow. And when j is 2, then we are at flight, which is the second index element of the array. So let's take the condition when when I is 0 and j is also 0. So we have j0 and I also 0, which is f. Okay, we have f here. Then I is 0 and j is 1 this time. J is 1, that means this character, this string, and 0, which is I is 0, also f, which is same with this f. And when j is 2, here this is flight, and I is also I0, and 0th position is also f. So we have f common. So what we'll do, we will create an empty string and we will append f to it. So f is appended. Now, okay, let's remove this. Now when I is 1, then we will again check for j 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then so on. Now I is 1, that means we are at second character among all the strings. So here L is here, L is here, and L is also here. So J0, I1, this L, J1, I1, this L, and J is 2, I is 1, that means this L. So it is common among all the strings, so we will also append it to our string, empty string. So L is appended. Now again we have I is 2, and again check for j 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and then so on. Now when I is 2, that means this position. I is 2, j 0, we have O. I is 2, j is 1, that means here. We again have O, sorry, this is O. And when I is 2 and j is 2, that means here this is g this time. So we got a different element. So in that case we will simply return what we are left in our string. So here in this case we will return fl, and this is also our answer as you have seen in the question. So this was our algorithm. We are using nested loops. We have I and j. I represent the current character index of the string, and j represent the current element of the string, or current element of the array, or on what string we are on. So this was our algorithm. Now let's see the code implementation for this one. Okay, if return empty string if the length is 0, that means strs dot length is 0, then simply return this empty string. Now we are going to create string builder. In Java, string builder help us to create a string from scratch. New string builder, right? This will help us to create the string. Now we will define a min variable and initialized with maximum value of integer. So integer dot max value. Now we will calculate the minimum length of the string in that array. So for int I 0, I less than strs dot length I plus plus. Okay, if strs I dot length is less than minimum, in that case minimum will be strs dot strs I dot length. Okay, wait a minute, dot length, right? Now this min will store the minimum length of the string in our array. So here in this case we have flow has a length of 4, which is smallest among all these. So for in this case min will store 4. Okay, now let's create our two nested loops. So for int I 0, I less than min, we will only traverse till min, because that's the only point to traverse. Because if it is common, if we find a common prefix, then it must be uh, smaller than the length of that character. Okay, that's what it is. So I less than min I plus plus. Now here we have j. For int j 0, j less than strs dot length minus 1, and j plus plus. Okay, so here we have our main logic. If strs j dot character at I is not equal to strs j plus 1, that means the same index character is not equal to the neighboring string. If that's the case, so if that's the case, then we will simply return whatever string we have. So simply return sb dot to string, right? Else we are out of the loop. Else what we do, we will append that character to the empty string. So sb dot append, we will append that character strs 0 dot character at I. Here I have written 0 because if it is common, then it must have that character in the 0th index string, right? We will append that, and we will also return this one, sb dot to string. Okay, so let's see if this works or not. Okay, we got an error here, and we have wrong output. So let's see what we had done wrong. Okay, everything is fine till here, and then this is our main logic. Okay, logic is also correct. Okay, yes, this needs to be here only. Okay, now again let's run this. So as you can see, it is accepted. Now let's submit. So our solution is successfully submitted. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and hit dislike if you didn't, and subscribe to the channel for more coding interview problems. See you in the next video.